My name is Elna from elnakane.com, and for today I'm going to share with you 24 easy content writing jobs that are short copy projects. Ooh, that are up to $1,000. Pretty cool, eh? Now, if you don't have a lot of time to be a freelance writer, did you know that you can offer a service that is short copy? Basically quick things that you can do that are deemed copywriting, which means that you can get paid a lot of money for short copy projects. So I'm going to share with you 24 of those on my blog. So let's go over to my blog and let's go through that post so that you can see the potential you have to make a lot of money with very little time as a freelance writer. All right, let's get to it. These are 24 short copy, high paying, part-time content writing jobs, up to $1,000 pay. So let's go through them. As I was saying, the first one are infographics. Now in infographics, you might see on someone's site or on a social media platform like Pinterest. Here's one about a grammar check here, a grammar check tool. Right there. Now you can see there's a lot of copy on it right there. Someone was hired to write the copy for this, and then a designer was hired to put it all together. Freelance writers can be paid up to $350 for a 200-word infographic. There are projects out there, and even if you can't find any, like in a job board or on LinkedIn for infographic writer, when you land a client, offer this service in addition to whatever they hired you for. Of course, there are emails. There are many successful email copywriters. I started to do email sequences last year and have made thousands of dollars writing emails. So it says right here, for a 5-day email sequence, clients can pay up to $1,000 for that because it is optimized for conversions. This sequence could be a funnel sequence leading to a product, to a sales page, to discovery call, to a mastermind group, whatever it is that you're hired for. That's what that sequence will do for them. And it's your job to walk a person through that process to get them to convert at the end. And so businesses are willing to pay up $1,000 or more for that service. Landing pages are pages on website that promote one thing, like a free ebook or a free guide or free e-course or whatever it is. It's something usually free, but landing pages can also be to sign up for a coaching call, or it could be for a paid product even. They're usually short pieces of copy of around 500 words. Here's an example of a landing page copy on mine. So you have a strong headline with a lead-in headline here. You have a visual representation, and then it goes into, on this page, more about either pain points or understanding whatever this is offering them. They're offering, 100 tips to make your first $1,000 as a blogger. This landing page might go through how hard it is to get that first $1,000 and show them what this guide could help them with. So landing page copy starts at around $250 and goes up to around $800. I'm sure you can even get paid thousands more, depending on the client and what they want out of the landing page. Now, resumes, this is a neat little side gig that you can do in addition to blog writing or in addition to email writing, but you can help write resumes for other people. So my student in Write Your Way to Your First 1K, Amanda, started resume writing for nurses. But this has grown into a big community of nurses, and she now has templates to offer them of resumes. Again, there's potential for this type of service to not only offer actual writing of the resume, but offering templates, courses, things like that. And so she's built a really big empire for nurses. So resume writing starts at around $100 and go up to $400 depending on the information. So bios, there are many companies that have team pages, like this one for Drift. They used a writer to help them craft this type of bio for them. So, it's around 50 words or so, maybe a few hundred. So bios range from $50 upwards to $200, depending on how involved the bio is or how many bios you are writing. All right, PPC ads. These are pay per click ads, and they're used by small to large businesses as a way to drive more sales to their products and services. So paid traffic is usually more qualified and ready to convert than the cold people that are searching just on Google for any old thing. So here is an example of PPC ads for the search term car insurance. You can see them right here. It just says ads, and that's what those are. You can see all that. A content writing job for this type of ad writing can be a fun addition to your freelance writing services. So with any type of ad writing, you have to know the audience inside and out. Your writing needs need to be concise and on point, and realize that this is a form of copywriting that you really need to excel at conversion copywriting principles. And so PPC ads start between 150 to 200 per ad. You have product descriptions. So if you are in the e-commerce industry, you can get hired by e-commerce businesses to write product descriptions on their product description page. So here's one for Lime Crime. So they have a lot of vegan beauty products. And so all of this copy was developed by a copywriter or a product description writer. And so this can range anywhere from $50 per write-up upwards to $200 per write-up. Press kits, they're also called media kits, is a set of promotional material that details the businesses people have behind their brand and the success of that company. So you might see media kits on bloggers like The Savvy Marketers or Savvy Couple. They have a media kit. Here's one from Millie Adrian. She's an Instagram influencer. So she has a brand page here. So all of this could have been written by a copywriter. They have all of these services. Press kit starts at around $85 to write up, and they go up to $750, depending on how detailed these media kit pages need to be. Facebook ads is another type of copywriting example that is short, but you do need to really understand Facebook ads. I did take a Facebook ads intensive course to really understand how to write effective converting Facebook ads. Here's an example of BarkBox, a pet subscription service, and their Facebook ads. You can see this was all written by a copywriter. And so these can run around $250 per ad, upwards to $1,000 per ad, depending on the company. So someone like a big notable brand like BarkBox, or Grammarly, or, whatever the big brands are that are using Facebook ads. They're going to rely heavily on a copywriter that can perform for them. And so they're willing to pay good money for that. So UX writing, this is somewhat new. So it's sort of like these error messages that you might get on an app at the terms and conditions for a service you sign up to. That's sort of like UX writing. So as that type of writer, you work closely with the software developers and designers to help you craft the right UI copy. There are just some examples of to see the item's properties, tap on it, or sign an error, you entered an incorrect password, or video downloaded. And this type of writing is probably the shortest copy on this list, but it's the most demand. So according to a LinkedIn report, UX design is one of the top 5 soft skills needed for companies. So as a UX web content writer, this is a good thing to know, since UX designers need writers to help them with the wording of their apps and tools. So you would definitely pair yourself up with a UX designer. So since this is a new type of writing service, the pay will vary between $250 to $1,000 depending on the app's complexity. The next one are video scripts. So, video is hot right now. You have Instagram Reels, TikTok videos, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Lives, webinars. It goes on and on and on. You're going to find that businesses need a video script writer. One of my course students, Write Your Way to First 1K, actually landed a script writing job with her church because the church was putting out YouTube videos. And so they needed a script writer for that. So you can find these types of gigs anywhere. You just have to ask and let them know that you can do the script writing for them. So video script writing pays up to $500 for short videos and $1 per word for longer videos. Then we have website pages. Now, website pages, of course, are what you see on the homepage. They are a profitable type of copywriting project that you can just do as a freelance writer. That's all you do are website pages. And they pay up to $500 per page. You have case studies. So case studies are a type of writing that you do that features a product or a person with a success story. So you're responsible for interviewing your client's customers. You're writing up the study and how that customer used your client's product and how they benefited from them. So here's an example of case studies on Wishpond here. They have lots of little case studies of the service that they have and how successful it is for their customers. And they even have it in a PDF form too, with lots of other companies here. So case studies start at around $500 and go up to $1,000 or more. The next one are podcast transcriptions. So just like video transcriptions, you're going to find that there's going to be a need for podcast transcriptions. Podcasts are huge nowadays. We've had Clubhouse. There's audio content. It's becoming just the way you show your thoughts as a leader in the industry. You're going to see more and more podcasts popping up, especially after or during this pandemic. So when you mix your freelance writing with transcriptions, you can be assured that you'll find work easily. So there are 500 active podcasts currently. So it should be a no-brainer to find these podcasts, maybe the ones that you listen to, and see if they need transcriptions for their blog. So here is an example of the Wellness Mama podcast. And on our blog, here are the transcripts here. So you can definitely go, if you see something like this where it's just, a transcript, you can go in there and say you can jazz it up. You can optimize it for SEO. You can have all these benefits by having them hire you to transcribe their podcast so that it does better with readerships on their blog or ranking potential. Podcast transcription starts at about $1 per minute. PowerPoint presentations. So with Google Slides, you can use this to create professional slide presentations for companies in your niche. But you can also do this with Canva or PicMonkey to easily create these custom webinar slides for entrepreneurs and small business owners. You don't need PowerPoint to create a PowerPoint presentation, since G Slides has the option to download your slides as a PowerPoint presentation. So that's something to note. So when you use these slides for YouTube videos, online presentations, or for webinars to grow someone's list, you can be the content writer and possibly designer for their on-brand slides. So I was recently asked to speak at 2 upcoming summits and had to craft some webinar slides. Now, if I was too busy to do this, I could have hired this out to many of my writers in my course, but I wasn't that busy and I was able to create these slides myself. And I'm sure you've seen these types of slides in previous YouTube videos that I've had. So webinar slides or creating a PowerPoint presentation starts at around $40 per slide. You have course lessons. I've been asked over the years to help businesses create a course outline and writing course lessons for them. This is something that for me is a different skill set. And so I wasn't that interested when I was approached by some companies, but I might be open to them now. So with course lessons, according to Contenta, lesson writing pays up to $7,000 per month. So that's pretty cool. There's keyword research. Instead of just doing writing, you can offer this as sort of an upsell, a side service where you can give a company the keyword research if you have a SEO tool. I use Ahrefs, which is a paid SEO tool. I know companies would like that if once they know that I do that, and I can use that tool to help with my keyword research. But if they need keyword research for the year or whatever they need to build out their content marketing strategy, that could be a service that I can offer. So keyword research starts at around $500 and can go up to $1,000 depending on the nature of the project. So there's order page checkout optimization. So for e-commerce companies, having an abandoned cart poses a lot of problems for them. So they need to make sure that the copy that they have on their page is crystal clear. So the best order page has all the information on the page, which helps new customers trust the brand. I personally like PPC Stock's order page. It shows the different plans, makes it easy to fill in the right information, terms and conditions, and has a big submit button. So it's things like this where you would be responsible for the clean copy to make it crystal clear of what's happening so that there aren't that many abandoned carts for a business. So writing an order page checkout for optimizing pays between $400 to $800. Of course, there's also magazine articles. Magazine articles are less than 1,000 words. There are some magazines that are a little bit more heavy. They're longer, but generally you're going to find magazine articles between 500 to 1,000 words. And so that usually starts around $1 per word to $1.25 per word. You can focus your writing service with banner or text ads. So many companies use ads to gain paid traffic to their website and products. It's a practical and optimized way to get in front of paying customers. They hire content writers to write a banner ad, and then the company will use it for advertising purposes. So banner or text ads pay up to $250 per ad. How about writing testimonials? So social proof is a powerful marketing tool for businesses, and sometimes word or word of mouth is more converting than traditional ads. Testimonials on a business page act as social proof. So I know for me, I always check out testimonials and reviews of others when it comes to products I don't know about. That's just what I do. And as a freelance writer, you can offer a real world credibility element to testimonials. Testimonials can pay upwards of $800. So you would effectively reword or restructure the testimonial that is given to you so that it is whatever message they want to convey. If it's friendly, or more authoritative or professional, you get the gist of that. There's FAQs. So one of the barriers a person might have with buying a product is the lack of knowledge about the product. That's where an FAQ or frequently asked questions section on a landing page, sales page, or shop page comes in handy. So writers can format the questions and come up with easy to understand answers for businesses. And so usually that type of content starts at around $500. Why not do some quizzes? Quizzes are a fun thing. I see them pop up in a lot of big entrepreneurs, big influencers. They have quizzes on their site. So I think this is a fun freelance content writing job. And so here's a quiz from Melissa Griffin. She was one of the first, entrepreneurs that I followed when I first started out. And quizzes usually start at around $500. You can also do surveys, and that means writing out the surveys. So you can decide on the type of questions for a survey. It could be open-ended or close-ended, and you can make sure each question is different and direct. I had to create a survey for my stats report for freelance writers. I do have a video on that, so you can check that out. But I designed the survey, and it was a little bit challenging. So definitely, this is a cool writing service, and that usually starts at $500. So those are the type of projects that are short copy and that pay big. So if you don't have a lot of time, if you are full-time worker or full-time mom or full-time student, why not try these short copy projects or content writing jobs for you? They're easy. And a lot of them, you don't need to know copywriting. You can really just work on the craft of those small projects. Do them yourself for your own business. You know, if it's an email or a landing page, or if it's an infographic, have fun designing them, putting them on Pinterest, condensing information. Take a blog post and turning that into a landing page. Learn how to condense information, and then you can offer that as a service, right? And then search online of other writers that do these services so you can get some more information. Definitely. All right. And don't forget to go ahead and enroll in my free course, Get Paid to Write. It's an email course. And if you need your first client, take this course. It gives you the tools you need to land your first client. So tell me in the comments below, have you tried any of these short copy projects? These are cool content writing jobs, right? Tell me in the comments below if you have, and I'll see you in the next video.